What's good, y'all? Want to thank y'all for tuning in to OG Suicide Live. Man, in today's news, man, mental health, is a big thing to me. Y'all know that. Mental health is a big thing to me. Very big thing to me. Very important. Mental health and aviation pilots are suffering in silence. A lot of our pilots that fly people all over the world are suffering from mental health, from being overworked, stress upon them. 70%, over 70%, the rate is up over 70% in our pilots that fly planes when it comes to mental health. And if these pilots go get help or get tested, and it's determined that, like, yes, you do have mental health issues, then they can't fly. They're not allowed to fly. So we have a lot of pilots that's flying planes that's are under a lot of depression, and they don't want to lose their job. Then it's like, how do they pay their bills? So they definitely, have their backs against the wall. And like I said, the rate of that is up over 70%. Look it up. It's in the news. Today, we're definitely going to be, doing my usual thing, what we do. Me and my loved one, Sydney, in the building.
Hi.
Hey. We're going to be doing what we normally do. I will be taking questions. You ask the question, I will answer it. Anyone that have any questions in the chat, now is the time. And don't forget, June 25th, Let It Out Loved One live show. June 25th, Club Bahia. The link is in my bio on Instagram. Make sure you get your tickets now, meet and greet tickets available now. And I dropped the price. Of everything. Everything's cut in half. So go get it now while it's 50% off. What we got, loved one?
So far we're just waiting for more people. So.
Oh yeah, that's good. How was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good.
Yeah.
Chill. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was good. It was good. I tried to get much rest as possible.
Have you been sleeping better?
No, I don't get good sleep. I think I work too hard.
Yeah.
I think I'm overworking myself.
Are you just up at night,
Yes,
thinking about
I'll be
work?
up. I'll be up at night. I'm always up late at night, just thinking of new ideas when I should be getting my Z's, but I'm up and, online on the internet or trying to figure it out.
Ooh, someone asked a question that I like. OG, have you ever tried shrooms?
No! I actually, I ain't scared of nothing, but I'm scared of shrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm scared. I've heard so many stories, but I'm hearing that now shrooms are really helping with the case of mental health.
Yeah, it helps with depression for sure.
And depression, yes. I'm scared. I don't want to see pink elephants.
Yeah, right?
If I see a pink elephant, it was spray painted,
Yeah.
Not because I took a shroom and I can't control it.
I feel like it depends on the type of mental illness that you have. If you're depressed, it can help. But
Yes.
I have horrible anxiety, and every time I've done shrooms, I've just had a really bad time.
Yeah?
Yeah, really bad time.
Okay, so you have anxiety attacks?
Yeah.
So when you're in the car driving sometime, do you have attacks?
Yeah, I just get super anxious. And when I'm
Yeah?
on shrooms, it just makes you think about your life way too much. And if you're an anxious
And then
person,
you're depressed.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like some people need to think about their life, and
Yes.
shrooms can help, but for some people that's not the move.
I guess to each his own, huh?
For sure. Last stream you were talking about how weed can help with depression.
I mean, that's always been my go-to. I go to the herb. It's natural.
OG, do you think Biden would win the re-election?
I really feel like it's going to be a slim chance
Yeah.
on him winning. It's definitely going to be a slim chance.
Yeah, for sure. How do you feel about him?
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think about it, you know.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Yeah, I think politics is stressing a lot of people out right now.
It really is. It really is. And I know a lot of companies are getting ready to start laying off a lot of people. And
Oh, for sure.
it's finna get rough and it's finna get tough
Yeah,
for a lot of people. So
for sure.
hopefully things work out.
Why did you decide to pick this article?
Well, because of the concept of it, what it was based upon.
For sure.
Yeah, mental health, and especially with our pilots. Like, if you think about it, being a pilot, I'm sure is stressful.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then not only are you dealing with being a pilot, but you're also dealing with people on the plane that's acting out, that's causing drama, you know, on your flight, you know. You in the air, 50,000 feet in the air, and then a fight break out on the plane.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like you can't leave the plane. You know, you got to just let whoever's out there deal with it. You can't just get up and like, oh, let me see what's going on.
Also, like, if you have like a wife and kids and stuff like that, if you're a pilot, like you're never at home with your family. Like you're
not.
always gone.
And I'm sure that's another reason that causes stress.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, they getting them calls. You're never home. You're never here with us. All you do is fly, fly, fly.
Yeah. OG, we loved you in Operation
Repo.
Repo.
Yeah, that was acting.
Yeah.
Thank you though. Yeah. Cause I you know, I do acting as well. I've been in a few films. And I used to think Operation Repo was real until I actually got an audition to go audition for it. And what it is, it actually used to be real, but due to lawsuits and a lot of things like that, they start filming reenactments. But the episode I did was unscripted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was unscripted.
So you just got to say like whatever you want.
Well, Matt and Freud actually came on. Yeah, it was unscripted. I got to say what I want.
That's
And
awesome.
the concept was they was going to come on a movie set and tow away a 1937 Phantom Mercedes. Mm-hmm. And the director, he was like, okay, this is what we need. This is what we want. Action. We shot. When they stopped the camera, that was it.
Someone said, how'd you get your foot in the door when it came to acting?
LA casting. LA casting, Central casting. Central casting is a lot of background work, but I don't know if you know it or not, but a lot of people have got discovered from being in the background and was brung up to the front and was given scripts to read lines, and the rest is history. And LA casting, you get a lot of emails every day. You submit, you go out, you audition for the parts that you pick. But LA casting, Central casting.
Would you want to do more acting?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really love it. It's fun to me. It's different.
Yeah.
You know, going into character.
Yeah.
Bringing out that character is important.
Someone said, OG, I have a roommate that doesn't clean up after himself. He drinks all the orange juice, and when I bring girls around, he tries to take a slice of my pie. Any suggestions?
When is his lease up with you? Because you definitely don't need that. That's not cool. And not drinking up don't drink up all the orange juice. at least save me a half a cup, you know? And clean up after yourself. That's a grown person, not a child. You tell kids to clean up. You shouldn't have to tell a grown up. So when is his lease up?
You got any bad like roommate experiences?
No roommates.
Yeah.
Yeah. You?
No, not really. Like I've had roommates in the past, but they were all like pretty chill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No problems in that area.
So they was chill,
Yeah.
chill on the other side of that door right there.
Back in the day though, did you ever have any roommates or anything?
No, back in the day, I stayed by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that living by yourself is always like better. You just like focus on your own grind and stuff.
Yeah, peace of mind.
Yeah.
To me, there's nothing better than the sound of nothing.
Yeah,
I like quiet.
for sure.
That's an amazing sound.
Have you been like smoking weed to help you sleep recently?
I do, but for some reason, I think I've smoked so much weed to where it's like cigarettes to me now.
Yeah, it doesn't affect
My
you.
first joint, I'll be high.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, anything after that, it's like I'm just smoking to be smoking
Yeah,
for the
sure.
taste.
I feel that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Did you like post on your Instagram?
Yes, I
anything?
did.
You want to check the Instagram?
Yeah,
See if people
I definitely did.
swiped up with some questions.
Oh yeah, let me see. Let's see. No questions.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got 47 live viewers right now, so you guys feel free to ask whatever you want.
Yeah. Asked away.
Are you someone said, are you guys taking live calls today?
No live calls, but you definitely can ask the question in the chat and I will answer it for you.
Oh, I like this question. OG, do you feel ready and prepared for the live show in June?
I can't wait. Are
Yeah.
you coming to the live show in June? You asked it, am I prepared? Are you prepared to come? Have you got your ticket yet? Because definitely I'm prepared. I'm excited.
Are you nervous at all?
What's that?
Yeah.
What's nervous?
You don't get nervous?
I get excited. The
Yeah.
more people I see, the more excited I get.
It's a good way to look at it.
Huh?
That's a good way to
Yeah,
look at it.
you
It's a
know,
good
like,
attitude.
yeah, think that few people, then it's like,
Yeah.
like, where's everybody? Where's all the support?
Someone said, OG, how long did it take you to make that song Never Give Up?
Wow, you've been listening. I completed it the same day I actually recorded it in the studio. It was an important record. Me being a person that, gave up before, but with no plans on ever doing that again, but I have no regrets in life. But the same day we got in the studio, the hardest thing, though, was to figure out the hook for it, which Tracy Lane did. But we went a couple of directions on it. But once he got that hook laid down, that was it.
For sure. Do you have any goals in life? What motivates you? That's what someone else asked.
Yes, my goals in life, I really look forward to living to get older, to see my grandkids grown, but I want to be healthy where I can still be alert, still know who I am, and with no health issues. But that's one of my goals that I really look forward to, seeing my grandkids grown, because I can remember when I was younger, I never thought I would live long enough to have kids.
Damn.
And then I definitely never thought I would live long enough, just because of the street life I was living. I definitely never thought I would live long enough to have grandkids. So, that's a blessing to have kids and then to have grandkids. That's like a double blessing.
Oh, that's really sweet. That's a good answer. What made you want to make music?
To tell my story, after my suicide attempt, I've never played sports, never played football, basketball, anything. To me, music was my sport. And, that was something in a way that I can actually express myself and let people know where I come from and tell my life, hoping that it will help somebody in life. So that's what got me into music.
Do you feel like music helped save your life in a way?
Yes, it did because it had my focus. It had me focused on something positive, something um, that was a goal. It became a goal to me, and the more I did it, the better I got at it. Because in school, I had a learning disorder from being born a crack baby. And I remember the teachers at the school and everybody used to say and tell Miss Price I would never amount to anything, that she should just put me on SSI and let me live off of that for the rest of my life. I proved them wrong. So, people dictating your life, don't listen to them. You control your own destiny. If you really want it, you go after it, you go get it. It's going to happen for you, and never give up.
That is some fire advice. Definitely don't let the haters say stuff.
You can't.
You can't.
And I mean, I was in third grade, fourth
Yeah.
grade. Oh, he's not going to amount to anything. I'm like, huh?
You were in third grade, already had
Yeah,
haters.
yeah.
Someone said, how many kids do you have?
4.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep, 4.
How old are they?
33, 32, 26, and 14.
That's awesome. OG, what would you do if you hit the lottery?
Well, if I hit the lottery,
Yeah.
I'm definitely not showing up as myself. I'm going to get a costume to come collect.
Why? Why a costume?
Because my phone already rings. My phone number is public already. I get a lot of calls to give advice.
Yeah.
So imagine me sitting on the news, hitting the lotto, this one close to $1 billion, 100 million, 200 million. Ring, ring, ring. Phone gonna go crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm definitely showing up in a costume so they won't know it's me.
Yeah.
And, I'm going to make phone calls and bless people. There is people that I would love to see blessed, and I'm definitely going to do that.
Who are you blessing first?
I mean, I can't put that out there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. I can't put that out there,
Yeah, for sure. OG, would you ever do a Zoom or a virtual live show for those who are out of the state?
Yeah. I've done a virtual concert before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was nice. I had over 600 people,
That's lit. That's super lit.
that came on.
Yeah.
And watched it. Yeah. We got the location, had a DJ there, and I performed in an empty room because everybody was watching it on the screen.
Mm-hmm. What's some advice on how to be happy?
That's a good question. I'll tell you one thing. Money don't make you happy.
Mm-hmm.
So some people feel like they be happy on payday. But then after all the bills is paid, then, the happiness goes away. So never depend on money to make you happy, but you have to find something that it is in life that you like and go for it. Whatever it is you love in life that you love to do, like a job. If you have a job and that job makes you happy, then that's what that's a part of your happiness. But if you work a job and you feel like, oh, I'm just here for the paycheck, and you're not happy about it, then that's not a happy thing in life, But definitely find something that you love to do that makes you happy, and that's a part of your happiness.
OG, what makes you happy?
Waking up every day is the start of my happiness. Knowing the people I love are well, no issues, and seeing my grandkids, is so amazing to me. Just hearing Paw, it's like it means the world to me because I've came a long way, and what I do for mental health is important to me. It means the world to me because I didn't have a OG Cuicide. I had my OGs, but I didn't have a me when I were coming up in life. I didn't have that to where that the kind of advice I give, that advice wasn't given to me.
Someone said, OG, do you fuck with Mexican music?
Yeah, I listen to all music.
Yeah.
Mandatory, my loved one, Kid Frost, good friend of mine. I listen to all music, loved one. And me, I normally use the terminology Hispanic.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
just what someone in the chat said. I was just reading their terminology.
Yeah.
Someone said, rest in peace, money sign Suede.
I know.
So sad.
That is crazy. That is crazy. And he was incarcerated. He was locked up.
So sad.
Yeah, rest in peace to him for sure.
How many grandkids do you have?
I have 5. I have 5 grandkids. Yep, 5 of them. 5 crumb snatchers. Iyani, King, Rose, D3, and Miliana.
Oh, how old are they?
Iyani's 10. Let me see. King is like 6. Rose should be like 5 now. D3, he's definitely 5, and Miliana's 2.
That's so cute. OG, are you gonna work with Danny Adams on any more songs again? No, My Pain was fire.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely do some more music. Yeah, Know My Pain it's real because you can never look at a person and know what they've been through unless they open up and tell you. You can never just look, like the saying, never judge a book by its cover. You can never look at a person and be like, oh man, he been through this person been through that, until they open up and actually let you know the pain that they've been through. So yeah, Know My Pain is definitely a powerful record.
For sure. This person is saying how to be able to go out in public. I think they mean like when you like have anxiety or like are insecure or something.
Oh, okay. To go out into public. Start off with real small groups. Because with anxiety, like going to, let's say, SeaWorld, there's just too many people there.
Yeah.
So that could definitely cause an anxiety attack because it's just too many people crowded around you. It's hot. It's just too much going on. So start with like small numbers, very small numbers. Try that and see how it worked for you.
We have 116 viewers right now, so do you want to say what's up to the chat right now?
Shout out to everyone that's in the chat right now. Thank y'all for tuning in. Share the chat with someone if y'all can, please. If you have any questions that you want to ask me, don't hesitate. Like, whatever advice you need, please put it in the chat right now and let me know.
Someone in the chat just said, OG, I definitely need some words of wisdom. My appearance seems happy, but I'm not happy at all.
What do you feel like is keeping you from being happy? So you have the look of happiness, but I mean, that's like normal though, because I can remember times, I would be smiling, but on the inside, I'm actually frowning. That frown, I just put a fake smile on. So I get it. You look like everything is good, but it's not. You got to find out, like I told the loved one earlier, you got to kind of figure out what's something you love to do. You got to find something you love to do to assist you with happiness. Whether it's a companion or there's something you love to do, but you definitely seek happiness. You don't want to live in a world where you're just unhappy. You want to find something, and you don't need medication to do it. Just natural, everyday life.
You don't agree with like depression medication and stuff?
No. When my suicide attempt happened, they used to have me take these capsules called Cinequans. Mm-hmm. These things was 100 milligrams. When I tell you these things that put an elephant to sleep,
damn,
It put an elephant to sleep, and I would sleep for days. Like I
Damn.
would probably get up maybe to use the restroom. That's about it. But my body, it was like it controlled me, and I was more miserable when I was taking those things. I feel like I still was in a dark place. I stopped taking them, and I started feeling better. You know, different strokes, different folks. Not saying that there are people out there that don't need medication, but I'm one that didn't.
Yeah, it didn't help you, right?
It didn't help me. It harmed me. It made me feel suicidal again.
Oh my gosh, that's
You know,
horrible.
so I really had to, I got off of it. And I used to go see a psychiatrist.
Did the psychiatrist help?
To be honest with you, no. Only thing they did was prescribe the medication.
Oh,
I would go there, sit in a chair, lean back, ask me a million questions, write it down, prescribe a prescription. I started thinking, like, okay, I go here, I talk, I tell them about my life. My life is in the book now, so there's no need to keep talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
I felt there was no gang, so I stopped completely. Like, I feel like if you haven't been through what that person been through, how are you going to understand them?
For sure. He didn't offer like advice.
It was
or
it was a
anything?
lady, and
Oh.
like, but I asked her. I said, "Have you ever been?" Oh no, I'm college grad, majored in this, and
Yeah.
this and that, and I'm like, okay, you stunting on me right now.
Yeah, you need to talk to someone who's like been through their own shit.
That's why I started being the face of Never Give Up and allowing people to talk to me because I understood them.
You've actually been through it.
Yes.
OG, how do I lower anxiety when I approach a girl I like?
Uh-oh. You got the hots for her, huh? Just be real with her. Walk up to her and, speak to her. Very gentle, be nice, be polite, and just let her know. I mean, you like her. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Don't get nervous. Your hands start sweating and you just freeze up. Don't do that. Don't do that. When you go to talk to her, please don't freeze up.
Yeah. Best advice on getting over a toxic relationship and not getting tempted to go back.
Don't go back. Key word, toxic. Toxic. Why would you want to go back and relive a toxic situation? If it turned toxic, there's nothing you could get that's going to clean it. It's not like a table or nothing that you could wipe it off and, spray some cleaner on it, some awesome on it, and wipe it off and then it's clean. No, it's toxic. Stay away from it. Like, why go back? Don't go in reverse. Keep it moving forward.
Have you ever been in a toxic relationship or anything?
Yes.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Oh man.
Super terrible. And no reverse. This car only go and drive.
How long were you guys together for?
Woo, classified.
Yeah, okay, for sure. Someone said, shout out OG, this is a good inspirational show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. For real. Let's keep spread everybody. Every week I'm going to be live. Help me help someone. Let's work together to help somebody. Spread the word. Let them know. Every time you see me post a flyer, I'm going to be live on Wednesdays, 4 p.m. Share that flyer to a bunch of people and let them know, man. Let's come together. Let's get these numbers up. Let's work together as a unit.
What are some good tips to start gaining discipline?
Start with your appearance, how you dress, how you groom yourself. Secondly, financially. You want to make sure you protect your finances. Don't be a person that get money and then go broke and then it brings stress upon you. So you definitely want to start with your appearance, how you present yourself. when you out in public or wherever you at or however you deal with people, and your finances is very important. It's very important because without finance, then how are you going to pay bills? How are you going to take care of things? So if you're a person that's running through your money when you get it, start your discipline.
OG, I was just telling my girl I need to talk to someone who won't judge me. Is there a way I can talk to you not in the chat?
Yes, 310-938-9376. 310-938-9376. Definitely. My number's public. Go to my IG and hit call.
So whenever someone calls you, you answer?
If I'm not busy, yes. I average about 20, 25 calls a day.
Whoa,
every
that is
day.
so nice. Oh my
Our
gosh.
text messages, inboxes on IG. Yeah.
That's awesome. You're like really making a difference in the world to do that.
We have to, you know.
That's amazing.
Just like a funny, when I interviewed T-Rail, a lot of people were saying, wow, he's really going to take calls in the middle of this interview. You know, like it ruined the interview. It didn't ruin the interview. T-Rail is here. He's sitting with me. He's good. He have no worries, you know. But the person that's calling on the other end of that phone, I don't know if it's serious or it's just somebody want to say, hey, I appreciate what you're doing. Congrats to you. But I have to take that call
That's a good
to
point.
make sure this is what I signed up for.
Yep.
Now, what if it had been somebody on the other end that actually was on the ledge? I've talked
Yep.
many people off the ledge.
Wow.
That's something I do on a regular basis. I talk a lot of my young people into going to rehab.
Whoa.
Just recently, Fernando, he had a conversation with me, and you know we talked, and his mom had been trying to get him to go to rehab for a long time, and we had a good conversation. He called me. Him and his mom was in the car together, shedding tears.
Oh wow.
And she got on the phone and she said, I just want to tell you, thank you.
Oh my
You
God.
saved my son's life. My son is going to rehab right now. I'm taking him. I've been trying to take him to rehab for some years, and he listened to you, and you spoke some goodness in him. And, you know, he's going to be in there until he feel like drugs is not what he need.
That is really so incredible.
And yes, and I do that on a regular basis. Or I've talked many people off the ledge that feel like, man, there's no reason to live on, to carry on.
Does that ever like weigh on you and make you sad to talk to so many people who are?
No, I'd be excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be real, I'd be excited about it. Because I feel like it's got to be important. I'm important to them because for them to be going through something and to be like, you know what? I'm going to call OG Cuicide.
Yeah.
Because there's people in their families that they can talk to. But some people don't want to go talk to their family members.
Right.
They want to talk to somebody that's not, like the loved one said earlier, I need some advice for somebody that's not going to judge me.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
And I'm not going to judge nobody. I'm not going to look down on them. I don't feel like I'm better or whatever the case is, the scenario is. I've done heard some stories on my phone that will never get repeated, you know, that people have shared with me. And all I could do is give them the best advice to the best of my knowledge, to the best of my ability. I'm never going to give nobody no false information. I'm not going to make up nothing because before I speak, I think before I speak.
Do you think this is like your passion in life to help
Yes,
people?
it really is. It really is. And the more I do it, the more passionate I am about it because it's not a gimmick, you know, it's all natural, you know, and my channel have not reached the peak yet of the watch hours. So my heart is so dedicated to this. I haven't made a quarter of my YouTube channel yet from what I do. And I'm still doing it. Most people will be like, oh, forget that, man. I ain't made no money. I'm not doing it for the money because I know the money is going to come. I'm doing it for the passion.
the only way to make money is to like put the dedication in
Yes,
first. And
yes.
yeah,
I'm paying my dues, and
exactly.
in this calling in my life.
OG, what's some advice on anger management? I feel like I started down that path and it's the easiest path to go down.
Stop getting upset with people that's pissing you off. Don't let a person control your emotions. Don't let a person say something to you and you get so angry, you're ready to sock them or sock a hole in the wall. Work on that, because you could end up getting in some serious trouble by that, by putting your hands on somebody. So practice on controlling your anger, and watch who you surround yourself with.
Are you ever gonna write a book? Because your story needs to be written. That's what
And no,
someone
it's definitely, it's in the making. It's in the making. It's definitely in the making, and I still got a little bit to go on it. But once it's said and done, then oh my goodness, I can't wait to read it.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with that comment. Like, your life sounds so, like,
Oh, yeah.
interesting.
I can't wait to read it myself. I really can't.
OG, with all these stories you hear and the advice you give, what do you do on your free time to not let all those stories you've heard weigh heavy on you?
If I'm with my grandkids, I chill with my grandkids. I'm at the studio every week, with my artists, my son, Lil Side, my nephew, Dre Hill. Man, I like to watch a lot of comedy stuff too. Dave Chappelle. I really like to watch stuff that, really make me laugh. And that really too helps with depression. I don't know if people know it or not, but when you go into a depression or you feel down, watch some comedy. Watch some Mike Epps. Watch some Dave Chappelle. Watch comedy, something that's going to really, you'll be sitting there fighting the laugh from letting it out, but eventually you'll hear a joke that you can't help but laugh.
Yeah.
And that's a reliever. That really relieves.
Right, because once you start laughing,
Yeah, now you into it.
Yeah, exactly. And that could be, like, kind of inspiring, for sure.
But things that, like the conversations I have, it don't bother me,
Yeah.
It really don't. It's not, I don't feel like it's putting weight on my shoulders or anything, because I'm here for a reason. A story I've mentioned before, I tried to volunteer for a suicide hotline. They wanted to charge me money to train me how to talk on the phone. Yes.
Yeah.
I had to do 4 sessions. There was $150 a session to train me. And I said, train me? Like, what are you actually going to train me on? I said, have you ever considered suicide or anything? They was like, oh, definitely not. I said, well, I've been through it. I think I could train you. I could give you better advice, and I can give better advice to the people calling in than you can.
For sure.
But they like, well, it's a requirement. So I said, okay, you know what? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to start giving out my own number, and I did, many years ago. I've had this number 17 years, my phone, and I started giving out my own number and I'll receive phone calls, and people call me and talk to me. Or every interview I've ever done, I've always gave out my cell phone number during the interview, and people be like, man, I wouldn't give out my number like that. I said, I'm not you.
That's amazing. Have you ever had any, like, bad experiences with people calling? Like, people
Well, I mean, I get a lot of calls that people be shocked, that it's me. Everybody especially the caliber person I am. A lot of people expect it to be a voice message.
Yeah.
They don't expect me to pick up the phone. One day a gentleman FaceTimed me, and when I answered, he threw his phone down.
That's
And
funny.
you can just hear him in the background like, no way. no, no. I'm like, hey, pick your phone up. I'm like, hey, pick your phone up. He like, no, it's really him. No, pick your phone up, man. He finally picked it up and he was just blew away. He said, man, I wasn't expecting you to pick up, man. Then one person, another time, person had texted me. It was like, man, is this OG Suicide? I need to talk to OG Suicide. I said, loved one, it's me. Man, quit playing, man. Why y'all playing, man? And I got stuff on my mind. I want to get off my chest, man. And I'm trying to holler at OG Suicide. And y'all got somebody playing on the phone. I FaceTimed them.
Oh my gosh.
They answered it. It was just stunned. Like, what the heck?
Oh, that's so
like
funny.
This dude you really answers your phone. If I can't answer, I'll call back. Or I'll send a text.
Yeah.
Like, hey, how you doing? Who is this? Oh man, this is such and such, man. I really need to talk to you. Okay, I'm taking care of something. Is it like a super emergency? And they're like, no, just call me back when you can. Like, okay, but if it's a point and they like, man, I really need to talk to somebody now, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing.
Whoa.
And take that call, because I've talked many people off the ledge, and I don't ever, want it to be a situation where I could have prevented it or talked to them.
Yeah.
And didn't. I don't ever want that to happen.
Someone in the chat said, OG, have you learned to forgive people how have you learned to forgive people who have done you wrong?
My way of forgiveness, and as you get older, I used to get mad, when I was younger, when people done wrong to me. And it used to really irritate me and bother me. But as I got older, it's more on like, okay, I forgive you. I'm not going to forget. And I would rather you keep a distance. Like we cool, but we cool from a distance. Because I've seen people that I don't deal with and don't even shake their hand when they put it out. I'm not I can't fake it. If I don't mess with a person, I don't mess with a person. I just can't fake it. It just don't feel right.
For sure. Is there any advice on breaking generational curses? How do I make sure not to repeat the mistakes of my parents?
Well, how you do that is do the totally opposite of what they did. If they did one thing one way, you do it a whole nother way. Go in the opposite direction that they went in. What they chose in life, don't choose none of that. Because you're not breaking the cycle. You're re-spinning the wheel of what they done. So definitely do the opposite. Always focus on doing the total opposite of what they done.
For sure. We're at 257 live viewers right now. So if anyone has any more questions, go ahead.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Share the page, please. Share the channel. Help spread the word, man. Let's work together. Let's save lives together. Changing lives is saving lives. And the donation button is still up, or it's not up?
I don't know.
No,
Honestly.
okay. We'll get to that next time.
Yeah. So what's your plan for your live show coming up?
It's gonna be a podcast, but actually in front of an audience. Official, because that's what I look forward to doing, is taking my show to national, but a talk show.
Yeah.
That's what my plan is, to have a talk show with a live audience where I interview my guests and I can actually talk to my audience. I can go into the crowd and answer questions. I could give hugs. I could shake hands. The chat is amazing. It's powerful. I love it. But there's nothing like being there in the physical form and people are asking these questions. And even though the eye contact is through this camera, but I'm ready for the eye contact to be, you know, in the audience. I'm so looking forward to that.
Someone said, "Who's your dream guest?"
Oprah.
Oprah? Yeah.
It's my dream guest for sure.
Why?
Ah, she understand. She really understands life. She, as a woman, she went through hell. She went through hell to get where she's at in life. You know, from being way back in the days to current. So she's definitely a person. I'm looking forward to saying, "Let it out, loved one."
OG, we just got a donation from someone named Fry. Do you want to give them a shout out real quick?
Fry, thank you, loved one, for the donation. I mentioned donation and they started coming in. Fry, thank you, loved one. I really appreciate that.
We got a $5 donation right now from Synergy Filming LLC.
Synergy Filming LLC. Thank you, loved one. Thank y'all. The donations do help. It do help. Straight out. There's no amount too small, no amount too large. Just know that. It means the world to me.
He said, "We love you, OG. Thank you."
I love y'all. Thank you.
This person said, "Have you ever thought of being a therapist or a counselor?"
I'm actually looking into an online course right now
That's awesome.
to get a certificate under my belt. You know, I'm definitely looking forward to that. You know, to have an office one day, you know, where they can actually come sit down. And one thing about me, I'm not going to be offering medication. You know, I'm just not. I don't knock what nobody do, but me, I mean, everybody don't need medication. Like they just don't. You know, some people just really need to have a real down to earth conversation, you know, to understand life. To know life, you have to understand life. And in order to live life, you have to have experiences in life and not let those experiences break you down.
I think if you did an online course and like got the certificate, that would be just a really cool and inspirational thing to do.
And I'm going to do it too,
That
loved
would
one.
be so inspirational. I feel
I'm
like.
going to too. Like, that's so important to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I really want that under my belt. Because, you know, what I do, like I said, I've talked many people off the ledge, you know, over
Yeah.
the years. And what I do, you know, I love what I do. And I don't want the haters to start coming out the woodworks of
For
he
sure.
don't even have a degree in this, and you know, we went to school for this. Well, some things you don't have to go to school for.
Yeah, some things is just
It
your
just
experience.
yeah, experience. You know, I'm sharing my real life experiences and really giving real advice. So you don't have to go to school for that. But I just want it under my belt just to
Yeah.
have.
That makes a lot of sense. And you're practically already a therapist, I feel
Yes,
like. Yeah.
yes. I just needed him writing.
Yeah, exactly. Someone said, "OG, do you think money buys happiness?"
No, no, no. You're happy for a moment, and then when the money's gone, then what? You're stressed out. You know, you in the club, you having a ball, you popping bottles, you doing the most. You wake up in the morning, and that pocket is thin. You like, what the? I can't believe I spent this much. So money do not buy happiness. You have to find happiness somewhere else. Money is a financial thing. It's not for happiness. It's to provide a roof over your head, clothes on your back, food. If you have kids, take care of your kids. Send them to college if you can. That's what money is for. Happiness is you have to find something, whether through your kids. Your kids make you happy. Or you have a woman in your life, or if it's a woman, you have a man in your life that makes you happy, but you have to find happiness outside of financial. Financial is definitely not happiness. I mean, it's just not. It's nowhere around it.
Yeah, there are people who have all the money in the world and still commit suicide.
Chris Lightly, he
Hmm.
managed 50 Cent. He was a powerful manager in the music industry, multimillionaire. He committed suicide.
Yeah.
Robin Williams.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
You know what I mean? I've been a fan of Robin Williams since Mark and Mindy show, way back, 80s, 70, late 70s, early 80s sitcom. You know, he was an amazing, amazing actor. Mrs. Doubtfire, like many of them. And he wasn't happy. You know, some people, they work so hard for the money, and the money be coming and coming and coming, and they feel like they're happy, but they actually not. They're not. They're just not. So you got to find happiness first. Then when the money come, you won't depend on money to make you happy. I could be broke with nothing. And there's been times where I nothing, but I was still good. Because I know it's just like with the show. Like I said earlier, I have not made no money off my show yet. $0, straight out. And I've been doing this for about like 5-6 months now. I'm not worried about the money. I know the money gonna come. I'm worried and care about the people. That's what's important to me, the people. Being able to be there for the people. I know the money gonna come. I'm not worried about that. I'm happy with what I'm doing. Money is not gonna make me happy. It's just gonna help with financial things. What I'm doing is making me happy. I don't need a pat on the back or anything, because this is what I love to do. This is very important to me.
For sure. Someone said, OG, how do I call in? Do you want to explain we're not doing calls this time?
If you go to my IG and hit the call button, you could text me, and I definitely would give you a call.
For sure. Do you ever meditate?
I actually I haven't been in a while, but I go do acupuncture. You know, that's something I used to go get massages too. You know, I go get massages, and acupuncture was something I fell in love with like in the 2000s. You know, I used to go to a spot in Gardena, and man, once you're done, it's like the way it makes you feel, your body, it feel like toxins is left your body. You know, and I sit there, and I'm there, you know, for like 45 minutes to an hour, and oh yeah, I zone out.
Yeah. What do you feel like, what does acupuncture do for you?
To me, I really feel like they say it's good for pain. I feel like it's a stress reliever, you know, to me. You know, I do it as a stress reliever. Even though I do what I do, I'm human. I go through things too in my own personal life, you know, but I don't let what I go through stop me from being who I am to assist everyone else.
For sure. OG, I just want to say thank you for getting me through some of my hardest days. Keep this going for life. You're saving lives every day.
Thank you so much. And what's their name?
Kevin Gaelic.
Kevin, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I get that a lot from people, like a lot, you know, from people. And it feels good, you know, to receive messages like that. That'd be so important to me. It show me people are watching.
331.
Oh, perfect. Feel like the Jeffersons. We're moving on up.
Yeah, we're moving up for sure. I just got another donation from Walking on Water.
Walking on Water. Thank you so much, loved one. Thank you so much. I really mean that. I really appreciate it. Let me see. I was looking for a message someone had sent me. I know I'm not gonna be able to find it. I get a lot of good messages. Like every day. I used to read the newspaper, when I woke up in the morning. But now I actually go to my messages, text messages, and things like that.
Oh, you got another donation. $5.
Thank you so much. Who was the loved one that sent that?
Their account name is just CM.
CM?
Mm-hmm.
CM. Thank you very much.
Someone said, "How do you stop worrying about what everyone else thinks?"
Um, my thing is this. If you worry about what people think about you, say about you, they're controlling you. They're controlling your thoughts. They're controlling your mind. They're controlling your emotions. Um, you're almost like their puppet. As long as you know, don't worry what nobody think about you. Don't worry what nobody say about you. When I first attempted suicide, they talked about me like a dog. He weak. He this. He that. He this. I didn't let it bother me because a lot of the people that said things about me had families, good homes. Mom and dad was in the same house, good jobs, Christmas, holidays, whatever. They got everything they wanted. Me, I had to get in them streets and grind for what I wanted. Miss Price, them, they didn't have money like that. And Miss Price, Mr. Price worked. Miss Price would get money from me when, by her adopting me. But when I went to camp, that money went away because I had got locked up. So when I came home, just seeing Miss Price not having money like that, I did what I had to, for the person that loved me as her own son, and I used to give her money, and she used to be like, "Boy, where you get this?" I was working with the guy that sell candy, and she didn't know what kind of candy it was, but but I always, for sure.
I had no idea you got locked up. Do you want to talk about that experience?
I've been to camp. I've been to county jail. I've been locked up many a times. Many a times. I mean, I don't recommend jail or wish jail on anyone. It's like just, you got caught. It's the thing when it comes to jail, you got caught. You live a life and you're doing crime and you get caught. And it was a crazy thing with me too, because sometime I would, I've done things in life, done a lot of wrong things for the right reasons, but there was times I've done things in life that I should have got locked up for, but I end up getting locked up for some humbug.
Yeah.
Humbug stuff, and did time. It was like, wow. But now it's all legit, and that's all I teach.
Yeah.
Legit is the way to go.
And I feel like that experience, being locked up,
yes,
gave you a lot of experience to talk to people going through the same things.
Yeah. For real. See, I don't know what happened to it. I was looking for a message somebody has sent me. Oh, here's one. Hey, just wanted to say thank you. I honestly thought I shouldn't be alive. That Thanksgiving you helped me. Now I'm doing a little better, but I'm taking it day by day. And when I feel like giving up, I listen to your stories. You are really an angel and a real OG for all the game you give.
That's amazing.
All around the world from all walks of life. I even got people in Kenya, Nigeria, Africa, just Russia, third world countries, you name it, that reach out to me and, just be like, they are seeing my story or heard my music, and it really gives them, hope to want to live, to want to keep going. It really feels good. It feels good to just to be in this position.
So you helped this person out on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, they were going through it.
Yeah.
Really going through it. Really at the point of, a couple steps away from being on the ledge, and just sometime when I talk to people, I always ask them how are they living or what their situation is. And one thing I always point out is the good things that sometimes as humans we overlook. We focus on all the bad things going on in our life to where it gives us a negative mind. And there's a cloud in front of us to where we can't see the good things because they're being blocked. I point the picture out to them of the good things. I've had many people that hit me up and be like, man, I got this job. This job ain't nothing. I'm tired of it. And, I need something else. And, man, I'm tired of working, paycheck to paycheck. And I said, okay, I get it. I understand. I said, but imagine this. Imagine if you wasn't working. How would you pay the bills that you're paying with the check you do have coming in? That you're living paycheck to paycheck, but you're providing, you have a roof over your head, you have food in your house, you have clothes on your back, you're able to go back and forth to work. Imagine if you couldn't and you had these bills. You'd be like, man, you know what? I never looked at it like that. It's the small things in life we have to pay close attention to that we don't. That's so important.
For sure. So we've been filming for an hour, so we'll take a
Okay.
couple last questions.
Yep.
So anyone in the chat got a couple last questions?
Thank you everyone for tuning in for the support. Go get your tickets. June 25th, Let It Out, Love One. Come see me live. Come ask me these questions live because I'm going to be taking questions from the audience. Come ask me in person. Come shake my hand. Meet and greets available too. Come meet me in person and talk to me face to face.
All right, you got anything to say to wrap it up?
Thank you everyone for tuning in. OG Cuicide Live. Keep subscribing to OG Cuicide in the building. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Without y'all, then there's no me. Thank you. Have an amazing day. And if you're in another country, have an amazing night. Appreciate it. I'm out of here. I see y'all next week. Let everybody know. Tap in next week. Same time, same channel. OG Cuicide Live, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And check this out. I can't express this enough. Go get your tickets. June 25th, Let It Out, Love One live show. Link in my bio. Eventbrite. Peace.